What's up, fellas? So I had a loyal patron supporter that wanted me to talk about how do you know it's meant to be with the females. Okay, I did the business. Now this one is with the females. Okay, there are some signs that you know when it's meant to be. Sometimes you get with a girl and it's just you can't put your finger on it. It's just like, dang. Now I don't want to spoil the video, but I will say this. Today with most women, and you boys, a lot of you guys won't get to know this because women fight, their nature so hard because these feminist books, oh, if you make it too easy for him, he ain't gonna respect you. And if you make it too easy, he ain't gonna value you. So back in our day, 20 years ago, all these female books and shit. Guys, the male dating coaches are just countering the female dating coaches. That's all we come about from. The female dating coaches started teaching women strategies and tactics that made women fight their female nature, right? And that's why y'all had to come to us. How it was in my day, and I can't speak back before that time, but I can tell you how it was in my day. When a girl liked you, and she wanted you, that woman would pursue the hell out you. That woman would call you. Man, if a girl like you back in the day, it wasn't nothing for that woman to call you 4-5 times in that one day. Wasn't no such thing as, I'll call him back later. If you called a girl and she went at home, this call ID came about, and she went home, as soon as she walked through that door, she was gonna call you. None of this 5 hours later or text you back or call you back the next day and all this plan. That's game. So we interpret a lot of stuff we do and we say, well, low interest. Some of it just game. Okay, guys? So let me get into it and teach you guys how you know when it's meant to be. Number one, it's effortless. Guys, when it's meant to be, there's no games. There's none of that. There's no raising of the interest. And you guys gonna say, well, wait a minute, MS. You just said on another video that it's better when you have to raise the interest of a woman opposed to a woman who's just all into attraction. No. Ideally, you would like to have both. The question on that video was the guys wanted to know if you had to choose. So I akin that to like one of you guys saying, AMS, which is better? To do your purpose and make a living at it and make $100,000 a year, or do a job you hate and make $1 million a year and you work the same amount of hours? But one is your passion in life, your purpose in life, and the other one is something you hate, but you're going to work the same amount of hours. Which one would you rather do? Then if you ask me that, then I would tell you, ideally, I would love to make $1 million a year doing my purpose. But if you ask me to choose, then I have to choose. So that video was about, the guy asked me if I had to choose. So if I had to choose, if we're talking about for a purple pill guy, as in a relationship, you would much rather have a woman who is about the intellect, a woman who's stimulated with her mental, opposed to a woman who's just physical. Okay? Because what happens is, if you're a guy who's looking for a relationship or prefer long-term monogamous relationships, what ends up happening is when that woman she can start off burning hot and it go cold very quick because it started off hot because it was all attraction. There was no foundation there. It's all attraction. It's much better when you're dealing with, as far as long-term monogamous, not for the red pill guy like me. It's obviously better for the attraction, right? Because that's not my priority, right? For a relationship-minded guy or a guy who wants something monogamous, you're much better having a woman that likes this opposed to this, okay? So if you asking me, if ideally in a perfect world, I would like to have both. That's how you know it's meant to be. When y'all connect intellectually and physically, that's the perfect mixture. When it's both, same with you. It's better. Listen, we all talk about the adjustable sevens and shit. Shout out Ron Wills. But ideally, I would love to have the 10 that had the adjustable 7 qualities, right? But we have to compromise because we know we're not going to get that out of the 9s and 10s. And so we take a little less beautiful woman because she's going to have better attributes outside of just the physical. And so we compromise a little bit and we say, okay, we take the adjustable 7, adjustable 8. I say the adjustable 8.5, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, guys? So the number one is it's just effortlessly. She doesn't play these games. And a lot of this, guys, is just going to be the woman's mentality. Okay? If she reads these feminist books and stuff like that, and these books are telling her to, don't make herself available this week because you ain't going to respect her and you going to think she's not a challenge. Who came up with this shit for the females? What man wants a woman that's a challenge? Yes, we men respect a woman that don't give us head on the first date. Yes, if you talking about that challenge, then absolutely, yes. As far as a relationship, yes, ladies, I will openly admit on camera right now, yes, we men, as far as a long-term monogamous relationship, yes, if you want us to respect you, try not giving us head 10 minutes in the car after we just met. Yes, absolutely. But as far as a challenge of not making yourself available and responding to texts 8 hours later and all this other shit, we just think you full of shit. I just want to let you ladies know, for the 8 women that watch my videos, for the 8 women, y'all go tell all y'all friends that we men, when y'all do that, we don't think you're a challenge. We think you're stupid. Okay? I just want to let you know that. I don't know if y'all think, I think y'all fooling some people and we actually think that you so fucking busy that you couldn't respond to a text in 8 hours. I know you might think we stupid like that, but we actually know it's bullshit. I just want to let you women know that. Next, guys, y'all are compatible. Guys, it's not going to work if you're a homebody and she's an adventurous girl. It's not going to work, and vice versa. If she like to climb mountains and go fishing and climb trees, and you like to read books and watch the History Channel on TV, that's not going to work. I don't care how attractive you like her or how attractive she think you is. If y'all interest on the line, it's not going to last long term. I'm telling you right now, if you got a girl right now and y'all been together 3 months, 6 months, and I'm telling you right now, if y'all interests do not align, if she's a health nut and you sit around and want to smoke cigarettes, drink alcohol, and eat fried chicken all day, every day, maybe y'all gonna have a fuck thing, but this is not going anywhere as a relationship. It's just not. I'm just letting you guys know that right now. There has to be some compatibility in a lot of compatibility if it's meant to be. If it's meant to be, I would think at least 80% compatibility. There's no such thing as 100% compatibility, but 80%, 4 out of 5 things y'all got in common, that's how you know it's meant to be. Anything less than that, then I promise you it's going to be short term. Because the physical gets old very quick. Now, if we just talking about a sex thing, then no. But if we're talking about long-term committed relationships, even if it's non-monogamous, if y'all cannot enjoy each other's company outside of the bedroom, it's not going to last long. Period. Next, guys, she's emotionally stable. Now, this got nothing to do with you. This is all with a woman's hormones. Some of you guys' hormones are fucked up. Maybe she don't work out. Maybe she don't eat enough green vegetables. I don't fucking know what it is. Maybe it's a full moon this month. Y'all guys know as much as I know, some women are just not emotionally stable. Some crazier than others. But you would have a woman where everything is going good and she just out of the blue want to start shit for no fucking reason. Now, I will say this. There are yin to the yang, right? There's somebody for everybody, right? And I'll just say this. there are some beta males out there that this work for. And let me explain this to y'all guys when I say this, when I'm trying to emotional state. Let's like hypothetically say you got two alpha friends, male friends, right? And I can promise you they're not going to be able to hang like that. That's not typically the way it works. Usually one is more dominant than the other. And there's one that kind of like just goes with the flow. And so in some situations, an emotionally unstable woman, some guys are so laid back and chill and just like all of us guys are different. Some of us get riled up easier than others, right? I'll get riled up. I could not be with an emotionally unstable woman very long at all. But there are some guys who are just more chill and relaxed. Not that they're a pushover, but they just kind of like, they don't bother that easy, right? And so in that situation, those guys, and I shouldn't refer to them as beta males. Maybe they really the alpha males. I don't fucking know. It's just the way you look at it, right? I guess a guy that's just more laid back and chill and don't let a emotionally unstable woman fluster him as much, we might can say that's the alpha. I guess it's all the way you look at it, right? But the point being is, unless you're a guy that's just like brush everything off your shoulders and don't let every little thing, emotionally unstable woman, I'm telling you right now, we're not going to work. We're not going to work. I like peace and quiet, and you bring your little funky attitude or trying to start drama. There's some guys, they just so chill and laid back. Not that they're a pushover, but they just so even keel and laid back that she come in and start fussing about the dishes and he just kind of like brush it off. He don't bother. Not that he's letting her bully him or nothing like that. He just don't get bothered with shit that easy. Okay, guys? But unless you one of those guys, it's not going to work if she's emotionally unstable. This is just her hormones, guys. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Maybe she need to go see a doctor. I don't fucking know what it is. Some women just seem like their period is on all the fucking time. Next, guys, she's emotionally available. And guys, all this stuff I'm saying is akin, because I'm speaking to, I know, a majority of men. This goes for you too. All this stuff I'm saying, this is assuming that you're already in that space, right? It don't matter if she's emotionally available, but you're not. That's kind of like what goes on with the red pill brothers. All right. We're not emotionally available. All right. That's the whole point of why we keep the woman to 2 times a week, because we're emotionally unavailable. We're keeping her at arm's length. Okay, we start seeing her 4 times a week, you're going to start developing those feelings. Okay, guys, you're going to start developing that dependency on her. All right. But getting back to the women, if she's emotionally available, she's going to be affectionate and stuff like that. And that matters, guys, because at the end of the day, if you in a relationship or you're a relationship minded guy, it feels good. Listen, we talk about a man being secure and knowing who he is. All right, fine. I don't believe a man should be seeking reassurance from a woman, right? But it would feel good if I don't have to seek and you just give it. If that's a good way of me saying this, right? So when a woman is affectionate, that's her giving you reassurance. And we talk about all this alpha male stuff and a man should know where he's standing and he shouldn't need. Yes, hell we do. If you're in a monogamous relationship, I'm not talking about no fuck buddy. I'm not talking about some bitch you met last week at the club. I'm talking about with your woman. It would feel good if she touched your shoulder every fucking now and again. It would feel good if she sent you some heart emojis every now and again. So while you shouldn't ask questions seeking reassurance, you shouldn't need to. In all honesty, guys, the fact that you're seeking that reassurance, if you're one of those guys that's asking reassurance and type questions and stuff like that right there, like, do you love me and stuff like that, it tells me that she's not freely giving it. And I'm not saying no guy should be walking around here needing reassurance every damn day. The woman got to tell you I love you every damn day. And she got to hug up on you on the couch every goddamn day. But damn, once a week, can you send me a heart emoji, text message? Can you tell me I'm thinking about you today? When you get that comes from when the woman is emotionally available. You ain't gonna get that type of affectionate and stuff like that if she's not emotionally available, guys. She'll keep you at arm's length. She done been hurt and this, that, and this is when we talk about baggage, right? When you hear people talking about baggage, right? Her baby daddy fucked her and left her, or her ex-boyfriend left her and broke her heart. So now she keeps a fence around her heart. And so now she don't let you in too much. And so now to protect her feelings, she's not as affectionate and this, that, and the other. And she don't want to see you too much and all this other type of shit because she's afraid of building a strong connection with you, this, that, and the other. So guys, it's not going to work if the woman is not emotionally available and she's not affectionate and stuff, because if you are in a relationship, this causes you to start doing beta behavior. This starts making you seek the reassurance because you don't know what the hell the bitch stands at. You don't know. You don't know where she stands. You every day, do she like me today? I don't know. You're not going to get that if the woman is not emotionally available, guys. Next, guys, she's emotionally vulnerable. Like I said, this go both ways. I'm just speaking to the guys. She's emotionally vulnerable. What's vulnerable? When a woman tells you I love you, when a woman will initiate contact, when a woman is basically letting you know outside of the affection, the other small things, that how she feels. She's make that one reason why, guys, women don't like to approach and women don't like to initiate contact and stuff like that, guys, because it shows vulnerability. All right. You have to make yourself vulnerable. And a lot of women don't want to show that vulnerability. OK, guys. And so if you have a woman that's like that, it's not going to work, because then, like I say, guys, when men, we're going to put the bullshit aside and we're going to put all that alpha shit on the sideline for just 1 second. And we just going to speak like men. It feels good to get a good morning text from a girl that you like or got high interest in. Can we all admit that? It feels good when a woman initiates contact. Just the smallest thing, a good morning. That something that used to be so simple back in the day that we just took for granted, now it's like pulling teeth, because these feminist books tell women, you're the prize, you're the prize, he should pursue you, you're the prize. These feminist books done got women so confused, they don't know the difference between pursuing and showing interest. Pursuing is asking out. Showing interest is initiating contact. These women don't know if they going or coming reading all these goddamn books. But all that alpha shit aside, it feels very good. It gives you reassurance, makes you more confident. See, these feminist books teach women to just always pride a man's confidence. Everything, we need to test his confidence. Test his confidence, test his confidence. I don't remember all this bullshit back in the day. Back in the day, you gave reassurance. And everybody knew where they stand, and a whole bunch of kids was made, and a whole bunch of people got married. Funny how now that everything's based around women not getting men reassurance, the single rate is out of control. Most men don't even want to date no more. Most women say they can't even get a date no more. Amazing how that worked. 20 years ago, when women, showed interest, everybody was getting married. 20 years later, now that women are taught to always not show interest and to test a man's confidence every 5 seconds, amazing how everybody's single now. Wonder why. Teaching women not to be emotionally vulnerable. Next, guys, you like her more than the sex. If the sex is 75% of the relationship, like you like her, she okay, she cool, but the sex is 75% of the relationship, is not meant to be. Because guess what, guys? If y'all together long enough, y'all gonna stop fucking. Whether that's 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, I don't know how long, but at some point, the fucking will cease. And not from her, from you. More than likely. Some men longer than others. Might take you 15 years to get there. I don't fucking know, but it's going to happen. You will get tired of that goddamn pussy one day unless y'all figure out a hell of a way to keep it stimulated. Do a lot of other different weird shit and shit, like T.I. and Tiny. Other than that, I can almost guarantee you y'all gonna stop fucking one day. And when the fucking stops, and that was 75% of your relationship, what the hell you think's going to happen? You need to like her 75% and the sex 25%. Because her is going to be here a lot longer than the sex. Even if it's 50-50, that's a problem. If you like, if half the relationship is based off the sex is good and you don't like her, you need to like her way more than the sex. When her period is on, it don't affect you none, as in, I don't really want to see her then, it can't fuck. I know a lot of guys, you're going to say, well, it's blowjob week, but that aside, I'm just talking about when your girl's period on, it don't affect you one bit. You don't have to be like, God damn, man. It don't affect you none. Because you like, you know what? I enjoy my girl. If you don't feel that way about your girl when her period on, it's not meant to be. You like it, guys, this ain't got nothing to do. Compatibility got a small percentage of this, but I'm just talking about her. You like her whole essence of who she is. Her. This ain't about I'm adventurous. You know what? If you don't like her, y'all can have all that compatibility and be arguing like a motherfucker. So both of y'all like to climb mountains. You know what y'all lads will do if you don't like her? Be arguing up them damn mountains. Both of y'all love to go fishing. You know what you'll be doing on that goddamn fish boat? Arguing like a motherfucker. Both of y'all like to go to the club. You know what y'all ass gonna do when both of y'all get home from the club? Argue like a motherfucker. This ain't about compatibility. When I say you like her, I'm talking about you like her. Not just the compatibility part, her. She's cool, y'all vibe, whatever the case is, y'all just mix. If you are socially awkward, it works for her. If she's socially awkward, it works for you. Next, guys, she has high feminine energy. And let me tell y'all guys something about feminine energy. I'm to the point where I'm going to say feminine energy is like 75% a choice. I honestly believe feminine energy is like 75% of a choice, a mental choice for a woman to be in. I think a woman, if she put her mind to it and she made up her mind to say, you know what, I'm going to have a more submissive, feminine demeanor, I think she could do it. But we got too many boss bitches out here. See, the boss bitch mentality. Most women are not trying to find their feminine energy. They are trying to find their boss bitch energy. And therein lies the problem. So if the woman is not in her essence, if she doesn't appreciate, see, these feminist books teach women that feminine energy is weakness. When you're feminine, you're being weak. You're being submissive to a man. So women go out of their way not to be feminine because feminine has been taught to is a sign of weakness now. That's where we're at as a society, where women are being taught that their natural energy is a sign of weakness. That's where we are. If you got to try to break a bitch down to put her in her feminine energy, which you can, my problem with this is a never-ending battle. You check her, you put her back in the feminine energy, you turn around next week, she rearing her head again, testing again, puffing her chest out again. It's a never-ending game. If you want to know if it's meant to be, that's when a woman is naturally made up her mind that I want to be feminine. I want to be submissive. Not you beat me into submission. when you have to beat somebody into submission, they never gonna stay in submission because they always gonna want to be back to what their natural, what they want to be, which is that boss bitch mentality. Kind of remind me of Roots when they were trying to beat Kuta Kinte into submission. Every time he got a chance to run or he thought he could get away, his ass was running. That's kind of what it reminds me of, a woman who you have to check and try to make feminine. Every chance she gets, she's going to be right back in her masculine again. It's a never-ending game. Next, guys, she seems trustworthy. What I mean by she seems trustworthy is she does everything to reassure you that she is doing nothing wrong. Most women go out of their way to drive insecurities into you, to make you think that they might be doing something, to draw out those insecurities. They spend more energy trying to make you insecure about shit when they could have spent that same energy to make you feel good that they're not doing anything. You have women who go out of their way that when their phone rings, they will purposely not answer it to purposely drive insecurities into you, even though it's their mom or their sister or nobody of insignificance, out of the hopes that it just drives you crazy. She will take a longer route and won't answer the phone, not that she's doing anything, but because she wants to drive insecurities into you. So when I say she seems trustworthy, I am specifically talking about the women who make it their mission or their purpose to make sure they don't do anything to try to drive insecurities. All this, see guys, when you find a woman that's into manipulative games, that is never meant to be. Because we as men, we like loyalty. We like to know that we're loved and appreciated. And when you have a woman that's going out of her way to show disinterest and to show that she might be doing anything, and we're going to label all this under the guise of testing. See, that's what everything now that women do. We do all this fuckery and manipulation tactics, and we're going to put it under the guise of testing. So I am going to flirt with the waitress in front of you under the guise of testing. I am going to return your phone call 6 hours later under the disguise of see, everything is a test. When you could spend that same energy giving a man reassurance, making him feel good, and then the relationship flow. See, they spend more energy trying to break you down than build you up. Damn, I'm starting to sound like Malcolm X on this motherfucker. They spend more energy trying to create insecurities instead of killing insecurities. And this is why you could take the most lamest, betaist guy and he get with the right woman and he turn into a confident alpha male. Because he simply have a woman who's not on that bullshit. It's nothing he does specifically. It's just he just met a woman who is not on that bullshit. So if you ain't been listening to the video, a lot of this shit that you know is meant to be is when you meet a woman that's just going to naturally be herself and not go off some script that she read in some feminist book. Next, guys, she's battle tested. The best way, guys, you won't never really know what you got in a woman until you be in the trenches with her. This thing could go good for 5 years. You making $150 a year. She making $125 a year. You won't know what you really got, because I've been living long enough to tell you guys something is going to happen eventually. Something, whether it's your health, your job, have to help a relative, Something is going to happen eventually. What is she going to do? Because it's going to happen. I would tell you guys, don't put no hopes into no relationship until something comes up and she's still there. Now, most women know it's bad taste to leave during a rough patch. But what they will do is they'll create drama so they can get an exit out and have a clear conscience. So in other words, if you lose your job or your health deteriorates and you need a lot of medical attention and running up the finances, she's not going to leave you because of that. But what she is going to do is become the biggest bitch you ever seen in your fucking life. And that way she can make her grand exit and we can blame it on those problems that we were having. And so while you might think you have a girl where it's meant to be, you won't really know until you go through the trenches with her. You won't really fucking know. The president of the United States, he got all these motherfuckers around him and they supposed to take a bullet for him. But like that dude who jumped in front of that bullet for Ronald Reagan, you won't really know what none of them gonna do until them bullets start ringing out. So you can speculate, oh, he's gonna jump and do this for me, and yeah, it's cool. You could, okay, fine. But you ain't gonna really know until you get in the trenches with them. Okay, guys? So if you want to know one way how you know it's meant to be, if y'all been through a rough patch and she didn't waver one bit, she was supportive, she stuck it out, she didn't bitch or complain or try to find a way to get out of there, you know it's meant to be. And next, guys, she respects you. And like I said, guys, this ain't about you being so alpha. This is about a woman who's made the decision that I'm going to respect my man. And not that I need to test him. I'm not finna post a thong bikini on the gram. And so, I'm going to see what he going to do. All this games and bullshit under the guise of testing. When you got a woman who just gives you your respect, I mean, you got to earn your respect. But when I say earn it, I just mean you ain't acting beta-ish. Some women, you ain't even acting beta, and they constantly just trying to bring it out, constantly testing. Everything is a test. It's much better. And listen, guys, women are hardwired to subconsciously test a little bit. But the testing that goes on today, y'all guys know as well as me, the shit is out of control. The shit is out of control. A simple test for a woman to do is to try to change the location of a date. Like you say, hey, let's go to this Italian spot. And she try to say, hey, well, how about we go here? A little lighthearted test like that. Not flirting with the goddamn waitress or the waiter in front of us so I can check her and all this other shit. And like I said, guys, a lot of this is just maturity of a woman, the mindset of a woman. All right, guys. So for all you guys who want to know how you know it's meant to be, basically when you got a mature woman. And I'll get back with you guys next time.